Turquoise Amber, the deep green with fluted handle, pitcher the size of 2 thumbs, tiny lip, graceful waist. Here we place the smallest flower, which could have lived invisibly in loose soil beside the road, sprig of succulent rosemary, bowing mint. They grow deeper in the center of the table. Here we entrust the small life, thread, fragment, breath. And it bends, it waits all day as the bread cools and the children open gray copybooks to shape the letter that looks like a chimney rising out of a house. And what do the headlines say? Nothing of the smaller petal perfectly arranged inside the larger, or the way tinted glass filters light. Men and boys praying when they died fall out of their skins. The whole alphabet of living, heads and tails of words, sentences, the way they said, Ya Allah, when astonished, or Ya'ani, for I mean. A crushed glass under the feet still shines. But the child of Hebron sleeps with the thud of her brothers falling and the long sorrow of the color red. And I'll close with 2 things. This, it's called, we were talking this morning about words we do and don't have relationships with, and I appreciated Jim Haba saying that I didn't have a relationship with the word career, because I never did, and I also didn't have one with ambition. This is just morning writing, so following Bill Stafford, Robert Bly, our dear honored heroes, and I'm reading something that's just on the path to going somewhere, hopefully, maybe not. Ambition. I've been at a poetry reading all my life, while lost in a crowd, while pedaling an old bike along the green river, thin cranes standing motionless in pools of sun, even while waiting in line at the grocery, perhaps especially. I'm at a poetry reading, hearing voices, the rich resonance of a single phrase. Every month is Poetry Month, every day. When they used to say, what is your ambition? And the blankness consumed me. To stare, I said once. To soak it up. To live in a corner with words. Listening for one thing, threading to another. No, they said, not enough. Now I know. To find all of you and be together. Coleman is somewhere nearby eating a sandwich. One time only, as Gary Snyder said, never again this exact exquisite constellation of people together in a large tent in the rain. And all of us, treasuring words in some indelible way. This was the dream. The sweet pause of folded umbrellas. And this is the last piece in Honeybee. It's called Gate A4. Wandering around the Albuquerque airport terminal, after learning my flight had been delayed 4 hours, I heard an announcement. If anyone in the vicinity of Gate A4 understands any Arabic, please come to the gate immediately. Well, one pauses these days. Gate A4 was my own gate. I went there. An older woman in full traditional Palestinian embroidered dress, just like my grandma wore, was crumpled to the floor, wailing loudly. Help, said the flight service person. Talk to her. What is her problem? We told her the flight was going to be late, and she did this. I I stooped to put my arm around the woman and spoke to her haltingly. Shudawa, shubiddak habibti, standa shwe, min fadlik shubitzawi. The minute she heard any words she knew, however poorly used, she stopped crying. She thought the flight had been canceled entirely. She needed to be in El Paso for major medical treatment the next day. I said, no, we're fine, you'll get there. Just late. Who is picking you up? Let's call him. We called her son. I spoke with him in English. I told him I would stay with his mother till we got on the plane and ride next to her, southwest. She talked to him. Then we called her other sons, just for the fun of it. Then we called my dad. Then he and she spoke for a while in Arabic.